Not every couple in Hollywood is as starry-eyed as they might seem. Here are the top 10 celebrity couples hiding dark secrets. Starting off with whatever is going on with Ben Affleck and JLo, because everybody wants to know, are they getting a divorce? That is kind of the big question here. A bunch of celebrity gossip sites have been speculating for weeks that everything might not be as it seems between the married couple. Affleck has allegedly purchased his own home closer to the kids who live at Jennifer Garner's house. Affleck apparently has been living there for the past little bit without JLo. Sources close to the couple say Jennifer Garner is trying to encourage Ben to stay with JLo and work through any marital problems. Apparently, JLo and Ben were seen leaving Ben's daughter's graduation party together, heading to his place. But when they got there, JLo didn't stick around, getting out of one car and immediately into the next one. We don't know what happened, of course, we weren't in the car with them, but the move at the house didn't look good, and it only fueled more rumors that the couple is in trouble. Ben was spotted without his wedding ring at one point while he was on set filming for a movie. Apparently, new photos of the house the couple purchased together last year have been popping up on Zillow. Sources close to the couple claim that the famous pair are trying to quietly sell their house now. Other sources share that the couple is just simply working on their marriage and a separation has yet to happen. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis tried to keep one big secret as hidden as possible, and for good reason. When it came out, they became a major disappointment to their fans and the internet in general. Kutcher and Kunis met and starred on That 70s Show together. They also starred in the show alongside Danny Masterson. Masterson was found guilty of acting inappropriately towards two women and has been sentenced to spend about 30 years behind bars for his behavior. This was amazing news to the average person. It was great news that he even got to trial. It seems the news wasn't so amazing to Kutcher and Kunis, as the pair had penned letters to the judge handling Masterson's case asking for leniency. The letters featured quotes from Kunis claiming Masterson was an outstanding role model and friend. The internet did not appreciate their efforts at all and was quick to put the actors in their place, so much so that they posted an apology video to Instagram. In the video, Kutcher said, "The letters were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of any of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that, and we're sorry if that has taken place." Some said the apology was not strong enough and their actions were inexcusable. Former Hollywood it couple Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake held a pretty major secret for a long time until Britney recently shared it in her memoir. The pair were supposed to be parents. In her memoir, The Woman in Me, Britney shared that while she and Justin were dating, she got pregnant. Apparently, at the time, Justin didn't feel he was ready to be a father, so Britney had to terminate the pregnancy. However, Britney wanted the child. She was ready. In the book, she wrote, "If it had been left up to me alone, I never would have done it," shortly following that up with, "To this day, it's one of the most agonizing things I have ever experienced in my life." It's made pretty clear that Britney wanted the child and felt forced into what ended up happening. This story took the internet by storm when it came out. Timberlake received a lot of criticism for it. People started looking back at the way Justin acted and spoke about Britney after their breakup. At the time, it wasn't very nice, but with the new info Britney dropped, it only makes JT look even worse. Adam Levine cheating on his wife was major news, especially since absolutely no one saw it coming. Levine seemed like the perfect, supportive, devoted husband, so it was incredibly shocking when the Maroon 5 singer was caught. Even more shocking, his wife and him are still together. Even more shocking than that, the affair was brought to light by his affair partner after Levine and his wife had announced his wife's third pregnancy. Yeah, the drama was like off the charts for this one. Levine denied cheating, but did release a statement about the whole situation saying, "I used poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. I did not have an affair. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period of my life. In certain instances, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that and taken proactive steps to remedy this with my family. My wife and my family is all I care about in this world. To be this naive and stupid enough to risk the only thing that truly matters to me was the greatest mistake I could ever make. I will never make it again. I take full responsibility. We will get through it, and we will get through it together. They did. They are still together. Levine's career, though, has suffered, likely due to this controversy. Barbara and Dylan Sprouse are one of the internet's favorite celebrity couples, so when he was accused of cheating on her this year, quite recently this year, hearts broke around the world. The pair married just under a year ago, but were together about 5 years. People love this couple because they seemed so happy and devoted to each other. Allegedly, Dylan cheated on Barbara with an underage girl, which makes all of this even worse. Dylan does have a past of cheating. He cheated on his last girlfriend, Dana Frazier. Fans are desperately hoping that this news isn't true and it is still actually technically unconfirmed. Hopefully, this was just someone trying to stir up some unnecessary drama. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are hiding a pretty big secret. They know who is playing Lady Deadpool in the latest upcoming Deadpool movie, and I have a sneaking suspicion we all know too. It just came out that Lady Deadpool is going to be making an appearance in Deadpool and Wolverine. The newest movie teaser featured a slow-mo shot of what everybody assumes are Lady Deadpool's legs. Now, Ryan and Blake know for sure, and the rest of us are only 99% sure, that those legs belong to none other than Blake Lively, wife to Ryan Reynolds, and according to the creator of Lady Deadpool's inspiration. How cool it must be for the people who created Lady Deadpool to have the person they based it on play the role live action. This info is coming straight from a caption Rob Liefeld, Lady Deadpool creator, wrote himself about the character. Until the movie is out, Blake and Ryan will probably keep the secret close to their chests, and July can't come fast enough. A small group of people on the internet believe Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are hiding the darkest secret of all, that they are part of a massive Pentagon secret plot to get Biden reelected. This is real, and I promise I am not making it up. It made headlines around when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl earlier this year. There is a link to be found between pop culture and voting. In the past, when Swift has posted on her social media accounts asking people to register to vote, there has been a recorded spike in voter registration, so their claims are not completely baseless, I guess. Some people add on to this theory that the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl was part of the plot, so the game was rigged for them to win. Possible believer of at least some parts of this theory, Mike Crispy, tweeted some insight into how it works. He wrote, "The NFL is totally rigged for the Kansas City Chiefs, Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce, all to spread Democratic propaganda. Calling it now. KC wins, goes to Super Bowl. Swift comes out at the halftime show and endorses Joe Biden with Kelce at midfield. It's all been an op since day one." So it seems like part of this plan would be giving the Chiefs the win so Taylor could get on the field and have cameras on her that are broadcasting to all of America so she could endorse Biden. As we know now though, Taylor did not do any of that. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky have got something big in the shadows just waiting for the right opportunity to come out, Rihanna's new album. One can only assume that ASAP has heard a portion of it. Many people dating musicians get to hear at least a little bit of the work while it's in production, like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift for example. Plus, both members of this relationship are great artists. Is there a possibility of a collab in the future? Rihanna teased her 9th album back in April this year while at a Fenty red carpet event. Speaking to Extra, Rihanna shared, "It's gonna be amazing. It has to be. That is the only reason it's not out yet." She even spoke on the potential of a collaboration, saying, "I'm not a big collaborator. It has to be very intentional, so I'll know when I have the record." No confirmed release date, but at least fans have a sure confirmation that Rihanna is working on something and won't release it until she's completely happy with it, so it's something to look forward to. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith were holding a pretty major secret at the event that changed Will Smith's life, the 2022 Oscars. Will Smith performed the slap heard around the world after Chris Rock made a tasteless joke about Jada, after which Will headed back to his seat and yelled at Chris to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. But it turns out, as it would be revealed years later, that wife wasn't exactly the word he should have used, maybe, since he and Jada apparently were separated at the time. Jada shared with People that the actors had been living separately but not divorced for years before the incident occurred. The public knew that the couple had some rough moments over that period of time but had no idea it was that bad. Mark Wahlberg married American model Rhea Durham in 2009, and the pair are still together. However, Mark is hiding a surprisingly dark past, the kind of stuff that would get an actor for sure canceled nowadays. In 1986, Wahlberg and his friends had a civil rights injunction issued for them. The group was accused of yelling racially insensitive words towards a group of black children and even throwing physical objects at them and even chasing one of them. It seems Wahlberg didn't really learn anything from that civil rights injunction, considering 2 years later he committed an even worse transgression. He acted aggressively towards two Vietnamese men, cursing at one and knocking them unconscious with a large stick. The other he punched despite not knowing the victim. Wahlberg was jailed for this offense but was released 45 days into a 2-year sentence. A few years later, it is 1992, and Wahlberg's neighbor at the time became acquainted with Wahlberg's violent habits, the man needing a long visit to the hospital after. Wahlberg endorsed some anti-LGBTQ+ people on TV. It wasn't until about 2006 to 2010 that Wahlberg started coming out and saying he regretted his actions and was seeking forgiveness. So that was a lot of different types of secrets, so what do you think about all of them? Let us know in the comments section. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!